Hey guys, welcome back to more AFK Arena. In today's video, we have to talk about Rem. She is completely busted as a hyper carry. I made my video yesterday talking about if you wanted to get back into the game, now's a really good time. It's fun. We got the collab, all that stuff. And when I did that, I'm like, okay, let's play through day one of an account with Rem and see how we go. Dude, like if I had more time in this day just to like put into doing this stuff, we could get so much further. But basically we're in chapter 16-14, we're about 23 hours into an account. She is just absolutely cracked, and I absolutely love it. I think it's fantastic. I think from what I've tested, I think in the end game she's fairly balanced, but in the early game she's completely broken, which I think that is a really good thing, and I don't see an issue with it at all. Having an absolutely broken unit in the early game, it just makes it more fun. I am having, like, you think about the levels of Awakened Solace. Let's just start some battles while we talk about this. But think about the levels of Awakened Solace, and instead of Awakened Solace having to slowly pump out that damage and slowly heal herself to keep herself alive, it all happens instantly. She's like a cross between Solace, Irons, and Lucretia, and it's just savage. If you look at the deficit we're at, and she just melts enemies. On top of that, we don't even have her 60 engraving, obviously, which would then give her damage mitigation if allies die. So pretty much with this character, and as you can see, I've got her at Mythic because what I did was, I'll give you guys a quick roundup. We've already done over 500 summons on the fresh account. You can see here, we don't have that anymore, so we're actually starting to get these, which kicks in at 500 summons. I just went for Graveborn summons, and I put Shamira on the wish list. I've got Torn on there because I got a copy of him from Stones, and I want to get a second one to feed off. But I just did Shamira, and you get a free copy from Candy Crush, you get a free copy from a Chapter Clear, you get a free copy from one of the Peaks of Time. So you get 3 free copies of Shamira. So all you have to do is like pull one copy. You got her at Mythic. And as you can see, I've got my Shamira with an additional 3 copies. So I only need 1 more for Ascended. And if you look at all this food, like I could technically get my Rem to Ascended right now because I do have this thing in here, but I'm just waiting to pull another Shamira so I can hold this out for someone else, because we do run into the problem of everyone else is at Epic Plus and we're sort of struggling. But in general, dude, Rem is completely busted. Just watch this stuff. So what's our deficit? So this one's at about a 3x deficit. But like some of these stages are higher power and they're closer to 4x deficit. And like the only trick is you've got to make Rem live until she ults. Like that's where the whole thing comes into play. Now I don't even have like other units that I'd really love to have in here to do it with. I got to test Odin, but at this stage I think it's going to be too bursty for Odin. So I'm going with more the get Leica in there. Also, if I can get my my team to level 121, it'll mean Leica actually gives me energy, which will make it easier. So there's all that stuff to consider. But in general, yeah, pretty cracked. Let's try this out of curiosity. But yeah, it's literally just the game is played of get Rem to survive and GG. Let's try this. I know that bottom row is really undefended, but all we need is Rem to live and then get something off. Did she? Oh, dude. Did she get poisoned in this scenario? Wait, let's look at Verk's poison, because if she gets poisoned, we can just swap it around. No, she does not get poisoned. So we just need her to get a bit more energy. And the thing to remember, this is the trial version. This is the like, look at that. I don't even need to show you damage charts. It is too fun. I am loving this more than anything I've ever done in AFK Arena. Just because I'm really hyped about the anime as well and the collab. I haven't even got onto Amelia. Like, don't get me started on my want to get into Amelia, but I've been too stuck in this. I don't even want to use the Amelia trial in this because I feel like it would be too free and too easy, because she can generate more energy for Rem as well and also get that board stun, which buys us time. I think that would be even more broken, but I'm trying to play it a little bit conservative, and we're still not having any issues. But yeah, so we can't put an artifact on her. We can't upgrade gear. We can't do any of that. So this is the trial version. the trial version, which is ridiculous to me. So let's just keep going. Let's see if we can punch through this stage. I think we might have to mix this one up a bit. Also, this account, the Cell Hypo luck, we've pulled a Lucretia, a Twins, and an Ulna from our 500 summons, which is quite nuts. You know what? Let's do it like this. Let's do it like this. Let's drop you, put you back there, and then let's put my Ulna in there. So I've been a bit cheeky using the Ulna as just like as a pseudo Brutus type thing. But she gives me the faction bonus, which is handy. Okay, so that Estrelda becomes an issue. And this will happen to me now. Like, now we're at this sort of deficit. We sort of have to play around with a bit, do some retries, fiddle around, see if we can get it to work. And eventually, hopefully, we get there and we kill some stuff. But as you can see, my Mishka's getting pretty squishy now as the secondary tank. So my problem's really becoming the rest of the team's survival. But in general, man, Rem is too much fun, man. It is ridiculous. So let's try that, dropping that. Let's put you back in there again. Let's try this formation again. We might try putting them down the bottom. And it's just literally shuffle the chairs until Rem lives. And that's the whole game plan. Because if she ults, and especially now that we're like, I'm out of the chapters with Brutus, the Brutus chapters where the enemy teams had Brutus were a bit annoying, but once you get past them, it's not as bad, because if she does ult, you just straight win. There's no ifs or buts about it. Like, you just win. Like, obviously there's some situations where it doesn't work out, but in general, ult win GG's is pretty happy days. Can we do something random like this? Maybe put Silas in there, but I just don't find him as impactful as the current team. Yeah, that sucked. That sucked because we lose our mitigation. Leica's going to hit us too hard with that. Damn, why did I have to get stuck as soon as I started recording? I'll be back in a sec. Okay, rip the dream. I had to start recording just as I got stuck, but that's where we are. You get the gist. It's super fun. And like I said, like, the amount you can unlock in day one is ridiculous. Let's see if we can just get a cheeky little win here with something like this, maybe. Might have to bring the Ulna at the top, but if we can just survive long enough and get a kill down the bottom, then Rem should be good, but she's getting absolutely zero. Get it, get it, get it, get it, get it, get it, get it. Oh, come on. That was so close. That was so close. Let's go again. Let's go again. This isn't even a high deficit, but yeah, I can't be bothered trying too hard on this one. Let's just see. Here we go. Here we go. Boom, boom, boom. Just dead. Just everything gone. It's just complete board wipes all day long. It's so fun. Yeah, as you can see, we're only at about a 2x deficit here, so these are pretty easy fights. But it just becomes that even like just her one punt is like just about one shot that Belinda. But yeah, it's just let Rem live. I think more control-based teams would also be a very valid option at the moment. I'm just playing that sort of wilder sustain type variation, but in general, it's too fun. I highly recommend it. It's a trial hero. You can jump on and you can do this. It is super easy. All you got to do is get luck out and get 1 or 2 copies of Chimera, summon for Graveborn, and you're pretty much good to go. So, like I said, I haven't even, like, I think I got like 3 more picks of times I can do. I haven't even touched the one, you know, the action RPG one where you run around with like Hogan and then you get Muriel and all that stuff. Haven't even touched that one yet. I can't remember the name of it. But yeah, like, I haven't done my lab today. There is so much left to do. It just swamps you with stuff. But honestly, because I watched ReZero as soon as we got the Dolly text and people were, you know, guessing that it could be the ReZero collab. So I'm like, the anime is so fresh in my mind and I just absolutely love the anime and I love the characters and I'm just loving this playstyle. This is so fun. This is like a ridiculously fun thing and it's a trial hero. Like, it's not even a stacked hero. It's just like, you can't customize it. It's not even an artifact. Can you imagine this Rem if I had Jura's Call on her and she could actually get some speed up and do something? Like, at the moment, she can't generate her energy. Also, I need to get my team. I can probably get a full team of legendary fodders to 121, so then I could actually get my Leica's energy, which would really help. But imagine a 121 Leica with a Jura's Call on this. Like, it would be so much easier and you just cruise through more. But yeah, I just had to make this video because I was curious on it. And this is the cool thing is in 6 months time or however long it'll take them to put her into Garrison, the new strategy is literally going to be that I recommend to new players is go for Chimera and just link her to Rem and then you can swap Chimera away after like chapter 24 or whatever it is when you get it. Like, it's just... like, it's so brain dead. Like, you can push these kind of deficits. Well, this isn't too high because this is lower in the tower. But you can push these kind of deficits, like, if you work... But you... I couldn't personally. I've never pushed the 4x deficit this early in the game, which is what I peaked out at in campaign battle. I've never done it personally. I know people, I've seen screenshots of people doing it with like Damon and stuff, but like the ease of it in this one where your only strategy is make her live and you're good. Now, some characters do dodge and you got to retry stages because like she is a victim to dodge 100%. She can get boned by that. But in general, like, you know, make her survive, get her to an ult and you just wipe the board. So she's getting stalled on energy here. Can she get it? Can she get it? There we go. Job done. Happy days. Like I said, it's just so fantastic. I absolutely love it. Let's pop this thing. We got stones. Yes. Ooh, another Leica. That brings me to 4 Leicas, which is kind of tempting to go to a mythic Leica. No, that's 5 Leicas. Dude, I always pull Leicas on counts, but I kind of want to get the Mishka up there if I was going to do it. But maybe we just do the Leica. Now that we can do that, we can get her straight to mythic. Just leaves us with less tanking options. Not too sure. I don't even know how long we're going to play this again, but I just had to do this because she's just so fun. Anyway, I promise I will do Amelia testing and get that to you in the next day or 2. But man, I had to do this and it's ridiculously fun. Can she live? Can she live? She didn't live. Rip. But Jura's call, 121 Leica. We will be in easy days. And what have we got? 34 minutes until 24 hours. 23 and a half hours. That's where we're at. Anyway, guys, that is going to be it for this one. Thanks for watching. Hope you have an awesome day, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Cheers.